Oil prices rose in early trade on Thursday, extending the previous day's sharp gains on concerns about Middle Eastern supply following disruptions at a field in Libya and heightened tension around the Israel-Gaza war. Brent crude rose 33 cents or 0.42% to $78.58 a barrel by 0101 GMT, while U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures rose 40 cents or 0.55% to $73.10. On Wednesday, local protests forced a full shutdown of production at Libya's Sharara oil field, which can produce up to 300,000 barrels per day. The field, one of Libya's largest, has been a frequent target for local and broader political protests. Also on Wednesday, nearly 100 people were killed in blasts at an event to commemorate Commander Qasem Soleimani, who was killed by a U.S. drone in 2020, as Iranian officials blamed unspecified terrorists and vowed revenge. However, no group has yet taken responsibility for the attack. The U.S. has seen no indication Israel was behind the blasts, White House National Security spokesperson John Kirby said. Swirling regional tensions from the ongoing Israel-Hamas war also continue to support oil prices. On Tuesday, Hamas's deputy leader was killed in a strike in Beirut, the first strike to hit the Lebanese capital in almost 3 months of near-daily fire between the Israeli military and Iran-backed Hezbollah that had been confined to the border region. Shipping concerns in the Red Sea also remained after Yemen's Iran-backed Houthis said on Wednesday they had targeted a container ship bound for Israel. U.S. Central Command said the militant group had fired 2 anti-ship ballistic missiles in the southern Red Sea the previous day. The market was also supported by data from the American Petroleum Institute, showing U.S. crude stocks fell by 7.4 million barrels in the week, ended December 29th, which was double the drawdown that analysts polled by Reuters had expected. However, gasoline inventories rose about 6.9 million barrels, against forecasts for a 200,000 barrel drop, and distillate stockpiles rose more than expected. Weekly data from the Energy Information Administration, the statistical arm of the U.S. Department of Energy, is due at 11 a.m. 1600 GMT on Thursday, delayed by a day due to the New Year's holiday on Monday. In other oil news, the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, said on Wednesday that cooperation and dialogue within the wider OPEC Plus Producer Alliance will continue, after OPEC member Angola said it would leave the bloc last month. A meeting of the group has been announced for February 1st to review implementation of its latest oil output cut.